Hey fairies, I'm finally back. Excuse my absence. I know it's been a few months since I put up a video, but I was super busy trying to sell my old house, having a month-long transition in between houses, and moving into this new house, and as well as getting my office decorated. So I'm finally at a point where I'm back into some steady work. So I figured it was a great time to go ahead and do a tutorial for you all, since Halloween is coming up, and I've been wanting to do this for over a year because I get a lot of questions. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a simple pair of fairy wings for Halloween. Maybe it's last minute, you haven't had time to order any from my shop. So I'll go ahead and show you, and here's a few of the things that you will need to complete that project. Alright, first you're going to need galvanized wire. Looks like this. And here's a packaging. I get mine from Walmart, or probably any hardware store would have some available. I think this is about $4 or something. You can make a few pairs with this amount. Next, you will need some knee-highs. You can use black, tan, white, whichever your color preference. If you do black, all of the colors that go over it are going to be, pretty dark. So there's these, which you can buy in Walgreens, and they come in a little thing that looks like this. I get the queen size because they tend to stretch out a little more if you want to make a larger wingspan. Also, for paint, you can use this Design Master, and it's fabric spray paint, or just the regular Valspar spray paint. This you can get at Lowe's. And then this one you can get at like Joann or Michael's craft store. Also, you want to use some Design Master glitter spray for the wings to spray on once they're done. And some glitter fabric paint. And again, these both are at Michael's or Joann's. And next, electrical tape. And that also Lowe's would be good to get that, or Walmart. An incense stick. I've got my Amy Brown incense here. And lastly, almost lastly, any sort of flowers that you'd like to go with your colors, and some gems to put in the center. Both found at Michael's or Joann's. And some elastic to put around the wings, attach them around your shoulder. And I get clear. You can use really any kind, but I just like the clear, stretchy elastic. And this is from Joann's. And that's really about it. For the flowers, you can always put just get a big rose to put in the center, or just put like the small ones around the wings. I always like adding lots of flowers and things to them to jazz them up a little bit. So that's about it, and now I'll just show you how to make some wings. Okay, so we're gonna start forming the shape of the wings with the wire. So you take your wire and just bend it right here. You want about this much length. Start making the shape here. Let's say it might be about a foot or so. However long you want the top piece, go ahead and do that. And then start bending it right at that point that you want to be the tip of the wing. So just go ahead and start forming that. And then make a few little curves like this. And this is all your preference, how you want the wings to be shaped, but you have to make it relatively smooth for the nylon to go on nicely. So something like this. And you can just adjust, kind of move the wire to the shape you want. But this is a very simple design. And then use your wire cutters to cut at the edge here. Gonna do that. Then you start twisting these two. You want to make sure they're kind of like far apart from each other. Twist it as tightly as possible so you don't move. And there's your first piece. So it's really up to you if you want to make all 4 pieces the exact same, or maybe you want the bottom piece to be a little bit smaller than the top. You can always do that too. So what you're going to do is make at least 2 identical, and you twist them into like connecting to each other. And you just put them together that way for now. Okay, I made my 4 pieces of wings. Here I made the couple bottom pieces a little bit smaller and a slightly different shape than the top piece, which is right here. Try to get everything else out of the way. Here's the top piece. So I already went ahead and connected the 2 top pieces with the wire. You just have to work it like really closely so that it stays tight. And then I'm going to go ahead and connect the 2 bottom pieces. What you do, if you can see what I'm doing here, just twist this around, work it around the whole bar. Same thing here. You can see. So just do that with all these 4 pieces hanging out. And you're going to have these like a few inches of extra length. Just go ahead and cut those off with your wire cutters, all 4. And at that point, once you cut all of them off, you are going to take all 4 pieces, you know, each top and bottom is already connected, and then you're going to use your electrical tape right here and just wrap it around these 2 as tight as possible so that they stay together and they're pretty sturdy. So here's what it'll look like when you're finished taping up the center. And your next step, go ahead and make a U shape out of this wire and attach it to the wings, so if you're wearing a corset you can tuck it in, or even to the back of your bra you can tuck it in if you want to go strap free. Okay, I put my knee high on, and at this point it might kind of cave in your wing design a little, so you can go ahead and reshape, just gently kind of pull it out and reshape it until you feel like it looks better. So just keep messing with that, and then once you're done with that part, go ahead and grab this at the end and wrap it around. Sorry for the toddler background noise, I can't do anything about it. So, okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and tape this. So you just go ahead and do that for all 4 pieces. Okay, now comes the fun part. So your wing should be shaped, and just I kind of messed with the wire a little bit after the knee highs were put on, just to make sure they were just the right shape I was looking for. So as you can see, they'll be either a small adult pair or perfect for a child as well. I'm making these for my daughter actually. Now is the fun part. Go ahead and pick your colors that you're doing. I typically like to stay between 2 to 3 colors. So I might do like some shades of one purple and a couple of pinks. And I like to start with the darker color and then going out to the lighter color. That's just my personal preference. So that's really the next step. Okay, here are my painted wings. They are actually purple to a hot pink to a lighter pink. It's a little bit hard to see against like a light background, but that's what they look like. If you wanted a more vibrant color, then it's best to use like a tan or even a white colored nylon base. But these I wanted to be in a dark shade. So next, you can go ahead and use your glitter spray and just spray it all over both sides of the wings. And then you can use your glitter glue to kind of swirl any little designs or maybe outline the tip of the wings all along here. your choice. Okay, I just wanted to show you quickly what I usually do with the glitter fabric paint. I usually really like to outline the wings, and just kind of like drawing. It has a very thin opening at the tip. So I just keep going over. It's a little time consuming, but I keep going over, you know, usually the front and back. You can just do one side if you'd like. So I do that to all the wings, and then sometimes I like to do like just a little swirl in the center, something like this. You know, a couple of those, 2 or 3. Just draw it in darker if you want it to show up better. And then you just let it dry after that, so you can really do that to all 4 pieces of the wing, and double-sided if you'd like. Okay, I've made some progress on the wings. I went ahead and made all the swirls and outlined everything on this side. So I'm just going to play the waiting game right now, let them dry. The next step that you can do is go ahead and light your incense stick, and you can burn some holes in certain areas. I'll show you that next. Okay, I've got this lit, as you can see. The tip is hot, so I'll go ahead and take a few places right around here and burn some holes there. So I'm going to do that probably here, here, maybe here, you know, any little holes that you'd like to do. So go ahead and do that. And this when you burn it, it stays pretty controlled, so it's not going to, you know, rip open or anything. And then after this, we're going to cover it with some glitter fabric paint, so it'll help it even more. So go ahead and do that wherever you want your holes. Okay, so far so good. I went ahead and outlined the incense holes with the glitter fabric paint, so you can go ahead and do that. I didn't do it here, but you just do that for each wing piece. And then after that, you want to go ahead and take your elastic, measure it out on your shoulder, tie a little knot at the end here, and then tape it up to the back side of the wings, just with electrical tape, tape it up there. And then pick out your flower arrangement here and go ahead and hot glue it to the center. If it's like a little rose, or just, you know, a bunch of little flowers like this, where you can just take these individually, put little crystals in the center, and kind of glue like 2 or 3 in there, either way. So it'll look something like this when you're actually complete with your wings. And they're a perfect little accessory for Halloween costume or gift, Renaissance fairs, Fairy Con, all that kind of stuff. So that's it. Well, that wraps up the fairy wing tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer and try to help out. Enjoy your Halloween, or wherever you're wearing your fairy wings. I hope, you know, you're able to express your creativity through making them. I know they bring me a lot of joy and excitement when I make them, different color schemes. That's about it. So hit subscribe to my channel if you like it. I'll be making some more videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye.